Here we go. Hold on. I want to pause the music.
So we have some of the most interesting leaks thus far in Dragonflight. You all know the features that were already announced with the expansion, but pretty much the most
Thank you for a home for Pug Rating. No, thank you, Mag. You guys make it possible. Thank you.
Right prior to the actual official expansion announcement, also
this is the
predicted a few more things that Blizzard also
again. Hold on. This is the leak. Again, this came out before the expansion reveal occurred. He predicted the name. He predicted the Dracthyr. Now he got this. He predicted Invoker. It's Evoker, but close enough. The 5 zones of the Dragon Isles, Rerook Talent Systems, Dragonflight Covenant, no player power, all correct. So far he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 predictions in, all correct. This is where we don't know what the hell he's talking about. This even seems correct. The release date seems correct. New Allied Race pre-order bonus. What's he talking about? Let's see what
everything right prior to the actual
see what Doran thinks.
Announcement also predicted a few more things that Blizzard might just be hiding in order to not spoil the future. When you combine this with a new questline in 9.2.5 and the fact that they went extra hard on the encryption, really encrypted it more than ever in Warcraft history, it could entirely be plausible that they're hiding an entire allied race that will be a pre-order bonus. So, what is the actual evidence for this, and what could this hidden allied race be? If you're looking to buy games and get the best price on the market, then Instant Gaming is for you. You can get all the Warcraft products from Game Time and expansions, but pretty much all your favorite games are there for Steam, Origin, Battle.net, and everything else you can think of. With Instant Gaming, delivery is instant 24/7. Now, if you use my link in the description and my code DORON, you can support the channel, but most importantly, you can get an additional discount. So check out Instant Gaming.
Check it out. Check out Instant Gaming. There you go.
So let's get straight into the actual evidence that we have, because as opposed to many of the old leaks that I covered, this one seriously seems legit. Generally, leaks are all about random people just posting their fan theories on the forum, and some kind of legit, but it's like 5% chance that it might actually be real. It's generally just what people think sounds cool. However, this evidence that we have seems like an actual leak, not a forum leak, but some guy that possibly either works at Blizzard or has some sort of insider information.
This guy very clearly, this is not like, many leaks are honestly just stupid ass guesses, and the guesses sometimes are correct. This guy just nailed feature after feature. He either has insider information or is the insider. That's guaranteed. This guy was way too accurate with his guesses or predictions to be anything but true at this point. Going 9 for 9 on the first 9 predictions is impossible to guess correctly. I guess statistically not impossible, but pretty unlikely.
Why it may be real. As you're aware, the expansion was announced on the 19th of April, and I personally followed every single bit, even the tiniest bit of information. There really was nothing prior to that live stream that you all saw, aside from the name, the pre-order stuff, and that artwork of
the name Dragonflight and the artwork, which turned out to be correct. Everybody knew that going in. Everybody knew it was a Dragonflight. Everybody knew it was going to be Dragon Isles. All that shit was coming. We saw that coming. But all these other features we did not know about, including this allied race.
However, this person posted this 3 days prior to the official announcement, and he pretty much just got about everything right. He guessed that the name was Dragonflight, and that the Dragon Isles will be the new continent with 5 new zones. This is by far the weakest bit of this, because Dragonflight and the Dragon Isles were really easy to guess. It could just be luck, as we had a bunch of Dragon information, and the Dragon Isles were intended to be an actual zone ages ago. Plus, 5 zones is not that big of a deal. Blizzard generally does zones around this number. However, this here is the biggest bit of evidence, and that is that he guessed that a new race will be added, and it will be the Dracthyr, and that a new class will be the Invokers. He typed it as Invokers,
Invoker, but close enough.
But really, it is pretty much the same thing.
Again, to guess Invoker, even though it turned out to be Evoker, that's way too close to not have known some insider information. Now, what that makes me think is this guy had been talking to somebody and he misheard the name. I don't think he received this in an email or anything. Like, this guy must be an insider who was discussing these things. Heard the name Invoker instead of Evoker, typed it, or maybe he typed it wrong when he posted the 4chan. But either way too close to not be accurate. Way too close to not be true. That's what I'm saying.
This is exactly why I think this is.
There was no hint at Invoker or Evoker in the game ever in Warcraft. Like, he did not pull this name from Warcraft 3. These dudes have never been in the game before.
Actual insider information, because Drag Tier Evokers are a completely brand new concept, as in Blizzard just came up with it. There are zero hints and bits of information from the past that could suggest this. Like, literally, there was never a hint for the name Drag Tier.
Dorn and I think alike.
Anywhere.
FYI, I don't pre-watch these videos, so the fact that he says things sometimes after I say them, it's not. I'm not planting these. I literally react to these live with you guys.
Even got the spelling right on the Drag Tier, despite the name sounding kind of weird. Now, to make this even more legit, he guessed that Vrathian and Alexstrasza will be relevant. He guessed rework talents and a few other things. He also talked about Murazond being the main villain, which I covered in the previous video if you want to get more information on that. And he said that the release date will be Q1 of 2023, which by the current route with Shadowlands, the loss of players, accurate. And some hints with 9.2.5 and Alpha coming out, may just in fact be legit. Now, the most important bit of information and the reason you clicked on this video, that is that he predicted a new allied race as a pre-order bonus.
Yeah,
and
what is that?
Say, this might seriously be real, might sound crazy and impressive, but it is entirely possible that Blizzard may literally be hiding an allied race that they are yet to announce. Let me just show you why that is the case. So, this entire announcement of Dragonflight...
Imagine it's this guy, the Stone Boy. Tell me people wouldn't go nuts if it was Stone Boy. I didn't even actually think about these guys, but if it was these guys, people would go crazy. This man became a celebrity overnight after the cinematic reveal. Hasn't said a word, mind you. He has not said a single word. 4 minutes into the cinematic, he almost dies, and everybody was going to cry over him. That's guy. Make Stone Guy an allied race. We'll start a petition.
Was weird overall because Blizzard always announced expansions on BlizzCon. There was a big cycle, generally a cinematic trailer, announcement video, then talking about questions and features, but that was entirely interrupted with the most recent world happenings. So we got a live stream, a bunch of related videos, and the cinematic trailer that was...
But isn't there only one guy left? One Stone Guy left, Silver? That, maybe. I mean, we did see in the video most of them have been destroyed. It looks like, you know, faces blasted off, all kinds of stuff. He could be the last Stone Guy. You might be right. I mean, again, I'm just kind of throwing that out there. I don't actually think they're going to be the allied race. I just think that'd be funny if it was. But yeah, you are correct. It looked like in the cinematic, most of them had been destroyed.
A bit confusing. Most importantly, they didn't announce a release date, and even more importantly, they didn't give us a pre-order option, which has been something they always love to do. Now, as you may have seen from the leak, it told us that a new allied race will be a pre-order bonus, meaning that it will be added before the expansion is actually out. If you can follow the recent happenings, this might just be big news. The reason the leak might not be debunked is because Blizzard is obviously not going to spoil the pre-order bonus when they haven't even given us a pre-order date or announced anything. However, you may be thinking, why are they hiding this?
I mean, they it's kind of smart actually that they haven't revealed this because they didn't drop the pre-order, which if you guys watched the whole reveal, you know, and the day after I talked about that, and I thought it was great. I said, oh, that's valiant of them. You know, they're not dropping the pre-order date. They could have, you know, grabbed our money instantly, but they're not. I'm sure they're not 100% sure of what the date is.
Let us lay waste to this realm.
Silver, thank you for the follow and welcome to our Scourge. So they clearly aren't sure, and I thought it was noble of them to not ask for our money yet. Would that not, you know, set in stone? But announcing an allied race when they do finally announce the pre-order, that I mean, it's already hyped enough, but that's just going to add an even more, right? It's going to up the ante. People are going to be like, well, I was thinking I wasn't sure if I was going to pre-order, but now we're getting an allied race. We're legit unlocking a new race in the game by pre-ordering. That's playable right now. The second you pre-order, that's a pretty smart strategy. I'm not going to lie.
And my answer to this is that this allied race might just be relevant to 9.2.5 and all the things happening there, and because of that, if Blizzard told us what the race is, they would spoil the entire questline, that entire storyline of the new patch.
It might spoil it, true.
What is happening in 9.2.5 and what could this allied race be? If you have followed the news these past few months, but especially these past few weeks, you may have realized that a lot of things have been happening on the Eastern Kingdoms, the northern part of the continent. First, we got a Scourge Invasion questline in Qualta Laos, then we got updated maps for Tirisfal Glades, then we got a confirmed questlines of the Forsaken gathering in large number in Tirisfal Glades, with hints of retaking it and Kalia Manitil being relevant. Furthermore, the Alliance infiltrates this gathering, and most importantly, in interviews, Blizzard told us that we should see the future of the Horde and the Alliance in 9.2.5. We will see the...
Okay, we're going to see the future of the Alliance and the Horde. One thing we do know about 9.2.5, what are we getting? Cross-faction rating. That is coming. Cross-faction rating is coming in 9.2.5. So what does that mean for the Alliance and the Horde relations? Well, the relations have to be pretty good. That's what I would say, right? So we're going to find out the future of the Alliance and the Horde, I would say, as it relates to each other. You know, Alliance and Horde together, the relations should be good. Because we are going to be Silver Dragon. All right, man. Bring your priest. Welcome to Raid. They should be good. As far as individual storylines, I think the Horde are heading in the right direction. Let me adjust this a little bit. They're heading in the right direction. You know, we're gonna see the council come together. I think it's good times ahead for the Horde. As far as the Alliance goes, right here, this could be a problem. This could be a problem. You know, Anduin not being there. I forget his name. I sort of got every single stream. I forget his name. Somebody type it out there. But our man from the Thousand Years' War, our by the paladin boy who loves his void elf chick. He's a kind of a warmonger, and he's sitting on the Alliance throne. What's going to happen with the Alliance? I think the Alliance might be heading into a bit of a tailspin in Anduin's absence, and things are hinting at the fact that Anduin might not be coming back to take the throne in Stormwind. So the Alliance might be heading in an opposite direction, whereas the Horde's heading in the right direction. The Alliance might be heading in the opposite direction.
Updates to their leadership, what is going on with them, who will lead who, and how the current situation is unfolding. Even more importantly, some of the races affected by this curse of undeath, which originates from the gender obviously, will get a new storyline. Most importantly, the Forsaken that are now left leaderless, as Sylvanas is just doing dailies in the mob. Now, when we dig into this hole, it gets more and more interesting. Something people have been speculating is that Blizzard may have done something they have never done before, and that is that they literally encrypted an entire allied race and that they have been hiding it for us for months now. The evidence actually lines up with this. Blizzard has made some historical changes to encryption, and they really went a step further than before. For the first time ever, they encrypted the splash screen, and there have been some indications of some really big encryption stuff going on with 9.2.5.
Right, they're trying. Blizzard's trying harder to keep things away from us, to not let us get everything revealed on Wowhead through encrypted, you know, basically breaking down what they're uploading. So I do appreciate that. I'd rather find out things as they drop in game rather than figure things out on Wowhead. As often as we do read Wowhead on this stream, I prefer to see things for the first time in game. I just think it makes the play experience better. So they're trying. They're really trying to hide things, and I think it's pretty cool that they're doing this.
From practical reasons,
Brozilla,
this makes total sense, and this gives us an entry into speculation what this new allied race could be. It seems obvious that the reason they may be hiding it is because this race will join us at the end of this questline, and if they told us what it is, it would really spoil everything. We have two big theories going on at the moment. One is that it could be undead related, and the second that it could be night elf related. Let us examine both theories. As you may be aware, the undead at the moment are left completely leaderless, and now they are gathering into the Glades under Kalia Manitil, either preparing for war or for some big diplomatic solution to their troubles. This could lead us into multiple scenarios for undead becoming a new allied race. One of the obvious ones could be Lightforged undead, similar to Kalia Manitil, maybe regular Forsaken following her and finding a solution to enhance themselves.
So is he potentially hinting at the fact that we could have an undead allied race, maybe brought back by the light, playable on the Alliance side, and an undead night elf? Because remember, so we have seen night elves raised from the dead in game. So there are undead night elves now, whereas before it was only humans that had been raised. We do know there are night elves now. We have seen them raised. Could they be playable on the Horde side? Maybe, or opposite. You know, you have a light forged or light-raised undead on the Horde and undead Night Elves on the Alliance as playable races.
While interesting, I don't think this one is likely because we don't have any strong indications for light influence in Dragonflight. However, with Rebellion as the light leader at the head of the Alliance, he may enhance some undead so that they
War,
join
what's
the
up?
Alliance.
Welcome.
So we might get light forged undead as a part of the Alliance. Now, the second scenario is either elves, the direct followers of Sylvanas, the Dark Rangers,
True, the
a
Dark
place of their
Rangers.
own, becoming an allied race, seeing that they lost their leader. But a more interesting scenario, in my opinion, could be independent undead. If you follow the recent happenings in the books, there has actually been an event where the Forsaken, the fallen humans, attempted to reconnect with their families that are alive, and then ended up in a disaster with Sylvanas leading the disaster. However, now that she's gone, there might be a new successful attempt. Seeing that we got a source of undeath and defeated the jailer, maybe the Alliance realized that these Forsaken are not just disgusting abominations that shouldn't even exist and are a blight to nature, but that they are their own family that fell under this.
It's possible. And you know, the story of the undead, if you know the story of the undead, they came back to the Alliance when they were raised, right? And then the Alliance rejected them, and then they ended up on the Horde. But they did want to come back to the Alliance. That's, you know, that's where they lived. That's where they grew and aged and everything else. Their entire life was spent there. So, and they only went to the Horde because the Alliance rejected them as abominations. But in the book Before the Storm, that viewpoint starts to change, where people realize, no, that undead person is my dad. They're still my dad, or they're still my mom, or they're still my child. You know, they realize that the human in them is still there, even though the physical form of them is now undead. So, undead on the Alliance, maybe.
Curse in unfortunate circumstances. So, as we defeated a source, maybe now they will be open-minded.
Alliance pigs.
The Forsaken at the moment are kind of left without a leader, without a purpose, without
You gotta put like a dash garage after you drop a line like
strong
that.
figure to bind them. So, they may become independent, maybe some of them, maybe like a faction, and they may be able to choose to join their own faction. This could be why the League said only one allied race will be a pre-order bonus. It could be new updated model of the Forsaken that is able to become both the Horde and the Alliance. While definitely a bit unorthodox, I think this could be really interesting. Now, the second theory, and that is something I previously covered, is that it could be a new variation of the Night Elves or something.
Now, let's remember, too, what have allied races typically been in game? You gotta take Kultiran and Zandalari Trolls aside. Allied races are typically just reskins of races that we already have in the game. Right, you have the Void Elves, you have the Dark Iron Dwarves, you have the Magar Orcs, you have the Valpyra, and as different as the Valpyra look, they're just reskin of goblins. At the end of the day, like when I say reskin, I mean they're not necessarily from that race, but their skeleton, their frame, in game is just a reskin. Even the Surmar Elves, right? They're just a reskin of the Night Elf skeleton. So it's very possible that we're getting an undead reskin. I could totally see that possible here. Anything beyond that, we have the Zandalari Trolls and the Kultirans, which were new skeletons added in game as allied races, but those are the only two examples of that we've seen so far. Typically, it's just a reskin. So undead reskin or Night Elf reskin in Undeath, I could totally see it's possible.
Related to them. As you may be aware, there have also been hints in 9.2.5 that Teldrassil could be restored or some type of renewal could be coming for the Night Elves. They will also be relevant in Dragonflight together with the Green Dragon. So this new Night Elf and allied race may be resurrected Night Elves that fell from Teldrassil, those raised by the Winter Queen. So maybe something like undead Night Elves, just not actually undead, more like wisp forms, like ethereal forms, and they may be able to join both factions, although I really don't see why they would want to join the Horde. Additionally, if there is some type of an event with Green Dragons, the Night Elves, and Dragonflight, there might be some type of a mix between the two, like Dragon Night Elves. This one is least likely, but I think it could be interesting. Overall,
Dragon, what do you say? Dragon Night Elves.
And I gotta say, this leak sounds really legit, so it may end up happening, and Blizzard might have gone super secret and literally encrypted an entire allied race that we will soon discover. Thank you for watching. Check out could Murazon be the final boss of Dragonflight, and check out Doronsmovies Academy for videos on real-world history. See you
They
next
didn't pop
time.
up. Very cool. Very cool. So did he really figure out the allied race? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know, but I enjoy speculation videos. Those are always fun. In a second here, we're gonna I'm gonna watch another video because we're still waiting for a raid to form here. We are getting into the Lords of Dread. We're gonna get those polls in, and remember, you know, we got Anduin down and everything, and now we're kind of stuck at the Lords of Dread, but we did have progress yesterday, so I do think we're gonna get them down eventually. We're gonna get our shots in here, but you know, we've been doing these raids, right? We've been pug raiding together on this stream now for... I started streaming a little over a year ago now, but these pug raids, we started, you know, like when Mag subbed 9 months ago. So, and people have said, hey, Sam, why don't you start a guild? Why don't you start a guild with the pug raiders? And I've said before, I don't want to do that because I enjoy pulling people in. Like Silver just came in here for the first time. War came in here for the first time. I don't want people to feel obligated to be part of guild, and I don't want guildies to feel like they're being kicked out by new people who are coming into the stream. So that's why I felt like, no, our guild is the stream, right? Our guild is the stream community, and that's how I've been enjoying doing it, and that's how I want to continue to do it. But Nixium, if you guys have heard of him, he does a lot of WoW content videos that I enjoy. He's a very cool YouTuber, WoW specifically. And he released a video called "How to Make a Successful Guild in an MMORPG," and it looks hilarious, honestly. So we're gonna watch that right now. What a successful guild in an MMORPG looks like, and hey, maybe the video convinces me that it's time to make a guild. Most likely not, but maybe. So let's get into that video. We'll check out what Nixium has to say about being a guild in the World of Warcraft, and see, maybe we revisit the guild subject. Here we go.
World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls Online, Final Fantasy, Star Wars The Old Republic, SWG, it doesn't matter. You have finally decided to try your hand at being a guild leader.
Go. Viewer raid guild.
RPG to create your very first guild.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's gonna be killer.
Well,
Feel the
Maddie,
hype.
if you're gonna make a guild, it's gonna be a lot of work. But if you follow my step-by-step tutorial, I know for a fact that we can turn you into a true guild master, the envy of your entire server. Are you ready to get started?
I'm ready, Nixium. Let's go.
Better believe I am.
Well, first we have to thank today's sponsor, so you're gonna wait.
Okay.
Today's video was sponsored by Latex Cosplay Bald
What?
Skull Caps. Are you
Are you-
somebody
is this
that
really
just
a-
hates having hair or just wants to look like your favorite streamer over on Twitch? Well, then look no further than the link in...
No, he didn't. No, no, he didn't. Oh my God, he just. Oh no. This man got sponsored by Bald Caps, and then said, "Do you want to look like your favorite streamer?" And oh my God, poor Asmongold. Jesus, man, this guy never gets a break with this stuff. What's up, Ed Grove? Oh my God. That
streamer
caught me
over on
off guard.
Twitch? Well, then look no further than the link in the description. These latex bald caps are sure to give you the satisfaction that you are looking for at last. The satisfaction of scaring away every female in a 10-mile radius. Get yourself a bald cap today, everybody. Link in the description for those who are ready to take their streaming and YouTube.
That is the best. That we've watched a lot of ad drops in this. That is the best sponsor ad drop I've ever seen. Congrats, Nixium. This man, oh my God.
Game to the next level.
Poor
Bald cap
Asmongold.
cannot guarantee success on Twitch.tv or YouTube.
So, can we get started on actually making a guild now?
Yeah, we can. Now listen, Maddie, all right? Making a successful guild begins with one simple thing, and that is Chapter 1, defining your guild.
Okay.
Every guild is different, and yours needs to be unique to you as a player.
Ours
and as a
certainly would
leader.
be.
What kind of guild do you want to lead, Maddie?
Well, I'm not really sure.
Well, there are a few different types of guilds that could be made in an MMORPG, and so how about we review all of them together here today?
Let's see which one a Twitch viewer raid guild would fit in.
Oh, it sounds good.
All right. The first is the PvP type guild. Now,
Nope, that
I
ain't
know
us.
that you're an eager monk, ready to do battle with your guildies in the open world, in the arenas, and in the battlegrounds. But you gotta be prepared, because unless you are the highest ranking PvP player on your server, nobody is going to take you or your guild seriously and join. You're making a guild for world PvP? Oh, I guess arenas are too hard and complicated. You don't even have a ranking, you stupid noob. Why the hell would anybody join this loser guild? Alright, so maybe PvP.
By the way, make world PvP great. Again, I want world PvP to be great in World of Warcraft. I've always loved world PvP. When I first started playing World of Warcraft, that was what I thought WoW was all about. I was like, oh yeah, you got to hit cap level, and then you raid the opposite faction. That was honestly what I believed WoW was. And I have done world PvP in the past, and I personally love it. I wish the servers could handle it a little bit better. But I think world PvP in game is one of the best experiences. Like just being together with 40 people and raiding a territory is so much fun. I wish Blizzard added more like achievements and mounts and stuff related to that, because I think incentivizing world PvP just makes the game fun. My first character was made on a PvP server. So was mine. Yep, I only played PvP prior to this whole, war mode stuff. I only played on PvP servers because I wanted to be able to world PvP. They had a mount that you got the Black Bear. Yeah, if you killed every faction leader in an enemy city. This is true. I know. But I think they should update it, man. Bring an updated mount. Make us attack the other faction's cities. I think that stuff is fun. But the mount is super old now. Most people have it. Yeah, I know exactly which mount you're talking about.
He isn't really like your thing. But
we wouldn't
worry,
be a PvP guild.
The second is the PvE type guild, a place
This
for
is where it
raiding
fit.
and for dungeons. I mean, who doesn't love that? Now, if you choose to make this kind of a guild, you are going to be blessed with dealing with dozens of man-children each week, all screaming and causing drama every raid night because they didn't get the imaginary purple-colored pixels in their imaginary inventory in the fantasy video game. Maddie, how come Mooklock always gets every single thing that...
Thankfully, we don't deal with this because we are a random pug raid. We are not a guild. Loot just goes out to whoever it goes out to. This would be a very interesting.
You're the fucking game! Now, if you decide to create a role-playing
Jesus
guild,
Christ.
prepare to waste countless hours
yeah.
creating an
There it
epic
is.
background story, direction, and purpose to your guild, only to have it filled with
What
deep
the hell was
action and
this?
background story.
That's not it. Is that an in-game NPC? I've never seen this thing
Waste
before.
countless
I think this is
hours creating-
Lion's Pride Inn in Goldshire, by the way. If you've ever played in an RP server, which I have not, I heard a lot of kinky things go on in this place.
an epic background story, direction, and purpose to your guild, only to have it filled with people who are going to use it like a dating website to find women to cyber with in the quiet corners of your favorite MMO.
God.
I'm looking for a strong and valiant woman to go on an adventure in the wet wilds of Black Marsh.
No luck so far, huh, Tiger? Well, leveling guilds can be quite a fun idea, though. Having people to explore the world
Leveling
with you as
guilds,
you venture
yeah.
across its lands and zones on alts. The only problem is, in the case of this guild, prepare for an absolutely dead guild chat. Prepare to make
You're right.
absolutely zero friends through your guild, and be ready for people to join and leave constantly on a whim without a word. It's really all the fun of having a guild without actually being in a guild. Now, Maddie, I know that these 4 options might sound and might have been a little bit unsatisfying for you, so you're probably thinking in your mind of creating your own unique guild, something that does not fall within these 4 categories, something nobody has ever seen before. And you know what? It's absolutely adorable.
We have
It's
a
amazing.
realm to destroy.
But if your plan is to
Thank you, Grisniff. Thank you for the follow and welcome to our Scourge.
make a guild about anything else other than these 4 things in an MMORPG, well, you're going to be the only person in that guild because everybody is going to think your idea is fucking stupid. Chapter 2, Recruitment. All right, so we've determined...
Well, for us, recruitment would happen through the stream, right? I mean, it's a very easy thing. If you're in the stream, you get a shot at getting in the guild. There we go. Recruitment would be fine.
determined what kind of guild we want to lead. And now it is time to start recruiting members. And there's one surefire way to get people to join into your newly formed order of honor and glory. And that is, you guessed it, begging in your local city trade chat.
Oh, no.
Begging? I don't
Oh,
want to
no.
beg.
I would
Maddie,
not.
you're going to do exactly what...
Do you guys remember the days of, this was like early WoW days where people would would whisper you if you weren't in a guild, asking you to sign their guild charter. Like, right, you had to get like 10 signatures to form a guild. You guys used to get those whispers? Because I was guildless for a long time back in like my BC and Vanilla WoW days, and I got those chart whispers all the time. Hey man, I'll pay you 10 gold. Can you sign my guild charter? Oh my god, those were funny. What's up, man? We on the jailer yet? No, we are still on Lords of Dread. Monte B, we are still on Lords of Dread. You do still get those? I don't get them anymore because I'm in a guild. Now they come with 500 gold or something. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Nice to see they've kept up with inflation.
What the rest of us have had to do at one point in our lives, you're going to beg for members and you're going to like it. As you beg in your local trade chat and city, you are most likely going to be called an annoying piece of shit. But you won't care, because through your wailing and whining for members, you will manage to find at least a small handful who are willing to join your guild because they're bored or something. They won't be the best players or the brightest. Damn it, they're your guild members. Get your friends to join too while you're at it. If you have friends. But just don't turn your back on those trade chat guild members for too long or... Oh, yeah, they just left.
They're gone.
Oh, and look, your friends. They just left your guild too because they want to join a better guild. But hey, they said no hard feelings in guild chat before they left, so...
Oh, so that it's okay. It's okay.
Cool, right, Maddie?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Beg in trade chat until your roster begins to fill. Beg on the game forums, on your Twitch streams, even spam new players who have just...
There it is. There it is, on your Twitch streams. We got it. We've unlocked the way to do this.
Your Twitch streams, even spam new players who have just made brand new level 1 characters and ask them to join your guild, only to end up on a ton of people's ignore lists. And now that we finally have a couple of members, it's time to move on to the good stuff. Chapter 3, Special Events.
Hey.
You can't just ask people
like
to
viewer
join
rates?
your guild and give them absolutely nothing to do. I mean, come on. People need events to participate in if they're in a guild. Opportunities to meet their fellow guild members.
My guild that I'm in right now does absolutely nothing. I honestly know nobody in this guild.
Enjoy the MMO in ways they've never thought possible. And it is your responsibility, Mr. New Guild Leader, to provide them with these opportunities. So, Maddie, you got any?
Have any of you guys played Star Wars Old Republic? He keeps showing clips from that game. I'm a Star Wars fan. Never played that game, though. Not sure how good. Is it still like live? It's still up and running? Just the dances look hilarious in it.
Ideas for events based on the guild type?
It's dog shit. Oh,
hell yeah.
The story is amazing. Yeah, I have heard that. I have heard the story is pretty good. But I guess the gameplay, according to the Schwartzky, is dog shit.
Spent all night thinking of a few. I can't wait for the guys to see what I come up with.
Exclamation point join. New raiding guild. We are Sam. Take advantage of his good nature and loot the guild bank. Use him to repair. Yes, that's exactly what would happen. Come join today. Yeah, pretty much. That would be my guild. We would just everyone would be siphoning money off of me, basically. It had its fun. It had a fun boss that the floor would sometimes now spawn. Really? What? I have not like viewed a lot of that game, honestly. I have not. Oh, the floor would not spawn? Oh, God. Oh, that does not sound like a good time at all.
Make it interesting. Make it fun. Maybe even offer, I don't know, like a golden incentive for coming, if you know what I mean. Tell people frequently about the event in guild chat. Remind your members in whispers, and even set the event on your guild calendar. This is it, Mr. New Guild Leader.
Mag had fun. I know a lot of people had fun in that game, and the game does look, it looks cool. I was just wondering how it went, but everyone always comes back to WoW, man. WoW is crack.
Are you ready?
Crack is WoW.
Better believe I am. Wait, where the hell is everyone?
Well, you see, that's the best part about being a guild leader and planning events. You see, nobody is going to show up to your stupid events. None of them. And when you ask why, they're going to have some stupid reason as to why they didn't. They'll probably even leave the guild the morning.
That dance is just so funky.
Of the event while you're offline, just to make sure you don't ask them to attend.
Man, being a guild leader sucks ass so far.
Well, Maddie, that's just because you haven't reached step 4 yet. The most important step of them all. Chapter 4, Building a Community.
Hey, Xylad, just maybe search my name in the dungeon, the raid finder, and you can queue up. My name is Punis. He doesn't have raid progression because I'm migrating from ally. Oh, Alliance and Horde are gonna be able to raid together very soon. If you want to see my progress, look up Pragaz. Just tell me if you want. Are you at least item level 260? Let me know.
Okay. We don't want
And if
people
you are, just put
leaving
your
our
name and
newly
server
formed
in the,
guild after
chat.
we've just spent hours begging to find members, okay? It sucks, all right? And we certainly want people to participate in these fun and cool event ideas, yeah? But
Yeah.
in
Oh,
order
whoa.
to make people
Whoa.
stay and truly participate in what we've
Hello.
created,
Bit early
we
in the
need
morning
to
for that
build
one, but that
a
was good.
community around our guild.
Ah, I see.
So start by making a community Discord. Put a link in the description.
We already
of your
got
guild
that.
info.
We
Most
already
likely
got that. We already got that.
Let's
Just
do
type
that, though.
exclamation point Discord in the chat right now. You'll see our
When somebody
Discord.
does join, however, for whatever reason, message them.
Mag says, I was a part of a team that revoiced Korean MMORPG Arcade. Very cool. We played it. It was fun, too. Tooling around on a ship and fishing was great fun. Fishing is always a good time. Fishing in WoW is a great time. I was hoping that we would just get a fishing simulator as the mobile Warcraft game. I was like, yeah, give me Warcraft fishing on my phone. That's the perfect sit on the toilet and just play all day. But unfortunately, that's not what we got. We got Arcade. I always said this stream feels like a guild already. Look at that, Ent Grove. Thank you very much. Yes, it does.
Constantly ask to speak to them in voice chat and do your absolute best to be their internet friend.
Hey, man. How's it going? Thanks for joining my guild. You want to do some dungeons together this evening?
I was hoping for WoW COVID in-game testing.
Eventually, you will realize that the community you have built is absolute trash and that the majority of people in it are miserable wrecks.
I don't know why I found that to be so funny. Look at the community that we built in this stream over the last 9 months. Is it trash? Absolutely not. Come on, man. We're pugging and we're fucking getting through. We got 3 bosses left in Heroic. We're gonna AOTC this shit. But the fact that sometimes you reflect on the community and the people who have become regulars, sometimes you look at it and you're like, man, I've put together a band of misfits. This is interesting, to say the least.
One guy will even tell you all about how they left their refrigerator running one day, forgot their mother was in the oven, and how their dog died of anal cancer and now his sister is pregnant. Afterwards, just distance yourself from the Discord, from your guild, and silently disband the thing when all 6 of your members are offline at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Disband the guild? I just made this fucking thing, and now you have to put all this fucking work throughout this video, and now you want me to give up?
Oh my god, Maddie, no! We just have to move on to step 5. The final thing that you need to understand about being a true guild leader. Chapter 5. Here we go again.
Xylite, have you figured it out?
Despite following this well laid out guide, your guild is almost 99% sure to fail. But that's okay, because despite the fact that the tremendous majority of guild leaders fail, you are different. You do not quit, and so you will try again. Get a new guild charter, beg
Make
for
another
more signatures. You'll return to begging and trade
But we
chat
have
for
fun
members,
doing it,
making
that's
events
right.
that nobody will attend, and trying to make a community that'll...
We can match light rings with dark rings 10% of the time, 100% of the time. We are not trash. LOL, just blind. That's right. That's right. Perfect description of
ultimately
us.
scare you off. Then you can just do it again and again and again until something different
Till it works.
happens. You know? Something magical.
If I'm likely to fail this damn much, why even fucking bother?
Because there's a slim, tiny, insignificant, minuscule chance that you will create a super successful, fun, and interesting guild that
There
the
you
entire
go.
server will know you for. And how cool is that? But
Awesome.
Most likely you won't, and you'll just end up joining somebody else's guild who you'll let handle all the bullshit that you can't be bothered with. You know how it is. And that is what making a guild and being a true guild leader is all about in an
There you go.
MMORPG.
There you go.
Sweet Jesus, screw it. I'm just
Never
gonna
seen
be
a more accurate
solo
video.
LFR raider like everyone else.
Hey, before you
Solo
go and be
LFR
miserable,
raider.
can you tell everybody to like the video to help with the YouTube algorithm?
Yeah, sure. Like
Of
the
course.
video, fuckheads. You happy?
Weary traveler, but the question is, will you answer the call and become the guild master of tomorrow?
Hell to the fucking no.